Confronting our fear of exercise, identifying our three big worries. Are we afraid of exercise? Most of us were not afraid of exercise when we were kids, nor were adults generally afraid for us. We ran around wrestling, throwing balls, playing games, running after each other or away from each other, and never thought much about it. That's just the way kids are, were. Nowadays, a lot more kids don't run around so much. They mouse around on game machines, sitting on couches. Perhaps this trend has helped distance several generations from an easy comfort with vigorous physical exertion. We're increasingly warned to check with our doctors before attempting to exercise, to do these exercises at our own risk, that stated recommendations are not intended to replace our doctor's advice, that if we have any injuries we shouldn't exercise, at least without checking with our doctors first. Many of us have fallen out of touch with our bodies and with habits of physical exertion, strain, rest, and recovery. We worry about injury, about doing it wrong, about being embarrassed about the shape we're in, about not knowing enough. So let's confront the reality of our situation for a moment. I think we basically have three big worries. We don't want to get hurt. We don't want to act without our doctor's permission, and we don't want to look bad. Okay, let's challenge ourselves to look at these things for a minute. Life is dangerous. Anyone want to take issue with that? No matter what we do or even don't do, we can get hurt and make mistakes. There's no way out of this basic situation. So how do we minimize our risk and protect ourselves in any areas of our lives? We read some things or talk to some people to get some perspectives from those with more experience in some particular field than we have. Why do we do this? Largely it's because due to their greater experience, they've made more mistakes in that area than we have. Thus, they've learned more about it. If they've done a good job of retaining what they've learned, then maybe they can help educate us about some of the specific dangers and mistakes they've faced so we can avoid having to learn every single lesson for ourselves. That's the theory, at least. Those who have gone before and learned some lessons traveled similar ground with their own particular styles. Some have made more mistakes, some fewer. No one gets to learn anything new without some trial and error, no matter how much they study in advance of their first actions. So if we accept this, then what have we learned from our general life experience that can help us avoid getting hurt when we exercise? What does our common sense tell us? How about this? Go gently and slowly at first. Go more confidently and strongly as you gain skill and strength. Pay attention to your body and learn as you go. Go at your own pace for your own reasons. Ask people with more experience when you have questions. I think that's basically all the wisdom I have applied in my own exercise career. When I've tried to go too fast, too quickly, or carelessly, I've gotten hurt. And when I've stayed in touch with my body, I've generally remained injury-free. Now go take a look at my review of the web's #1 leading muscle building program at www.fitnessfactsonline.com and plunge ahead one small step at a time.